Albert Einstein said time is an illusion. What did he mean? The quote "time is an illusion" is often attributed to Albert Einstein, although the exact wording and context may vary. However, it's important to note that the interpretation of this quote is subject to debate and can vary among individuals. One possible interpretation is that Einstein was referring to the subjective nature of time. Time is a fundamental aspect of our everyday experience, and we often perceive it as flowing steadily in one direction. However, from a scientific perspective, Einstein's theory of relativity demonstrated that time is not absolute but is instead relative to the observer's frame of reference. According to Einstein's theories, time can be influenced by factors such as gravity and velocity. The flow of time can appear to slow down or speed up depending on the relative motion between different observers or the strength of gravitational fields they are experiencing. This understanding challenges our intuitive perception of time as a universally consistent and constant entity. In this sense, the notion that time is an illusion suggests that our common understanding of time as an objective and fixed quantity may not fully capture its true nature. It highlights the intricate relationship between time, space, and the observer, indicating that our perception of time is relative and can be influenced by various factors. It's worth mentioning that Einstein's views on time were complex and deep, and they were expressed through his theories of relativity. While the quote may capture a sense of his perspective, it is essential to explore his scientific works and writings to gain a more comprehensive understanding of his thoughts on the subject. Certainly. Building upon the previous explanation, Einstein's theory of relativity introduced the concept of spacetime, which unified space and time into a single interconnected entity. According to this theory, the geometry of spacetime is influenced by the distribution of matter and energy within it. In the theory of special relativity, Einstein showed that time is not absolute but is instead relative to the observer's motion. This means that different observers moving at different velocities can experience the passage of time differently. This phenomenon, known as time dilation, suggests that time can stretch or contract depending on the relative speed between observers. In the theory of general relativity, Einstein expanded his understanding of time by introducing the concept of gravitational time dilation. According to this principle, time appears to run slower in the presence of strong gravitational fields. For example, clocks closer to a massive object like a planet or a black hole will tick more slowly compared to clocks located further away. These revolutionary ideas challenge the traditional notion of time as an absolute and independent entity. Instead, they suggest that time is intimately connected to the fabric of spacetime and is influenced by various factors such as motion and gravity. This is where the notion of time is an illusion gains significance. In essence, Einstein's statement can be interpreted as an invitation to question our intuitive understanding of time and consider its malleable and relative nature. It encourages us to explore the profound interplay between time, space, and the observer's perspective. Certainly. Another aspect to consider in understanding Einstein's statement is the concept of time as it relates to our perception and experience. In our everyday lives, we often think of time as a linear progression of events, past, present, and future. We have a sense of time passing and use it to measure durations, plan activities, and organize our lives. However, Einstein's theory of relativity challenges the idea of a universal now and questions the absolute nature of the present moment. According to relativity, simultaneity is relative. Different observers in different reference frames may disagree on the order of events or the timing of occurrences. What one observer perceives as happening simultaneously, another observer in a different frame of reference may perceive as occurring at different times. This suggests that the concept of a single, objective now is not as straightforward as it seems. In this context, when Einstein suggests that time is an illusion, he may be alluding to the idea that our perception of the present moment is subjective and dependent on our frame of reference. The division of time into past, present, and future is a construct of our consciousness and may not have the same fundamental reality as the spatial dimensions. Einstein's statement challenges us to question our preconceived notions of time and encourages us to explore the deeper nature of our temporal experience. It prompts us to contemplate the interconnectedness of events, the relativity of our temporal perception, and the potential limitations of our understanding of time. It's important to note that the interpretation of Einstein's statement is open to individual perspectives, and different scholars and experts may offer varying explanations based on their understanding of his work and writings. Certainly. Another perspective to consider when exploring Einstein's statement that time is an illusion is the concept of timelessness, or the notion that all moments in time exist simultaneously. In certain interpretations of quantum mechanics, such as the Wheeler-DeWitt equation and the many worlds interpretation, time is treated as an emergent property rather than a fundamental one. According to these theories, the entire history of the universe, from its beginning to its end, exists in a timeless state. Every moment is interconnected and part of a single, unified block universe where past, present, and future coexist. From this viewpoint, the flow of time that we perceive is an illusion created by our consciousness. It is a result of our subjective experience of moving through this block universe, encountering different configurations of reality along the way. In this sense, the notion of time being an illusion suggests that the distinction between past, present, and future is a construct of our perception rather than an inherent property of the universe. Moreover, some philosophical and mystical traditions, such as certain branches of Buddhism, have long explored the idea that time is a mental construct and that the true nature of reality transcends our temporal experience. They propose that by letting go of our attachment to the illusory nature of time, we can gain a deeper understanding of existence. It's important to note that these interpretations delve into more speculative and philosophical aspects of time, beyond the realm of Einstein's specific scientific theories. While Einstein's work laid the foundation for such explorations, it's essential to approach these ideas with an open mind and recognize that our understanding of time and its true nature is still a subject of ongoing inquiry and debate in the fields of physics and philosophy.